That it? What? Wait, people are speculating from that?
個人的な意見としては
That was it?
もらう側は堂々と
Hold
構
up,
えているのが
Chad,
い
you
いと思
trolling
い
me?
ますええ堂々と
That it?
何
That
を
was
もら
it?
うのだとしてもね
Oh, okay. Abby's gonna play Cult of the Lamb with other kids. I mean, Abby and the others will 100% play Cult of the Lamb. It better not be with Eliza with 108 Dragon because she's too young. She's too young. She's too young to be hanging around with the Abby kids. They'll be doing some, they'll be doing kid things, and then you've got Eliza who needs to do baby things. But from what I'm hearing so far, all I've gotten is at best Dreamland, right? In the Dream Cycle, and the Dreamland Dream Cycle, and this guy, which I mean, like, it's right? Like, it's a fictional character. It's a giant insectoid lava of horror dwelling in the nebulous realm of Killamong, alongside with Galliords. It's a parasitic insectoid servant, likely has human worship, right? Like, it's like, right? Like, it's like the insectoid realm. Right? The Gas are known for the servants of the Outer God cult, which is they worship in the dimension known as Kilmong. Line referencing many legs, ancient lands beneath the earth, may imply that there are subterranean creatures. But like more than that, right? It's the quote unquote the Dreamland is more of the thing. Like, Dreamland has been a meme since right, Dreamland has been the meme since Abigail turned her into a foreigner in Dreamland. Because A, she has the key, and B, she has the dream realm door. Like, the cycle there allows you to just get, like, season 3 entirely can just be the foreigner arc, and we just go to another dimension. Which, like, 1 second here is eternity in the foreigner realm. So. The translation may have made it sound like more suspected than it really was. It had a foreigner among us kind of vibe. I mean, yeah, that's understandable because it has a Wunjina, right? Wunjina is a foreigner, right? So a lot of people can definitely get that twisted. Simultaneously, Wunjina is not only a foreigner, she is a servant universe servant, and a servant universe servant and a foreigner and a great elemental is interacting with one of the mystery characters of FGO ever since Foreigner 1.5 of Foreigner has been finished, right? The Yasal Goth, the all-in-one and one-in-all Abby, right? The Yasal Goth Abigail has been one of the mysteries because A, she becomes a summer, right? She becomes summer. And this is the door, key to the gate, Su Typhon, aka Dreamland, right? If you don't know Dreamland. If you don't know Dreamland, she, walks the door, our door, opens the door, and just kind of steps down to this amazing world, opens the door, get car doored, right? And this is a little spoilers. Ever since Ordeal Call 2, Abigail is the one. Well, this is a spoiler, so just, I hope you're ready. After the initiations of Ordeal Call 2, we now know for a fact that the Abigail is the last defense, or quote unquote last person who's keeping down the mental fort, right? The mental problem of protagonist. And if you don't understand what that means, don't worry. It's an accumulation of an entire 10-year generation of Type Moon lore that Nasu just decided to put that shit in the sideline for a while, and kind of have to bring it up to kind of loop everything back in. This, for FGO fans, Ordeal Call 2 is going to be traumatizing. Type Moon fans, this Ordeal Call 2 will be traumatizing and informative because it finally finished the explanation of the trash bins. It finally finished the explanation of the Dante's Tower, the K&K event, all that good stuff, Solomon's Bin, all that good shit. They did a really good job to make it so that it's a Ordeal Call 2 focus. Yeah, it's great. Ordeal Call 2 is great. Get ready for trauma. You'll cry. I cried. But other than that, we know for a fact Foreigner Arc is coming in June, or at least a new chapter is coming out. We don't know exactly what it will be, but something spicy will come out in June, which is a new arc. New chapter / arc will happen in June, so I'm excited for it. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think it could be? What could happen? Which servants you guys want? Make sure you guys comment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We are trying to stream every day as best as we can. But other than that, TTFN, ta-da for now. Peace. All right. Abby doing firewall work? Pretty much, right? So, like, my question is, will Abby defect? Or will Abby defect? Or will Abby create a minute singularity? Or, in order to prevent some fuck shit, Abby will open the door to the Foreigner Gods in order to prevent the next level shit happening. Right? Because I feel like at one point, something's going to happen and Abigail has to make a decision. And that decision will cause us to do a event for the entire arc. Right? So. Where's Arc Tempered Beast Gun? Dude. Right here. There you go. It was right in front of you from the very get-go, Daniel. There you go. Arc Tempered Beast. There you go. Watch what you wish for, bitch. Arc Tempered Beast Kun coming near you in the latest update of FGO. She might. I feel like she will. Well, here's the thing, right? Every time we do something, and every time we complete a story, this is gonna be called trash. Okay. Everything has a trash can to go to. Okay. Everything. Everyone has a trash can. Okay? Because you need a trash can to burn it, or quote unquote convert it to energy, or forget about it and move on. Well, in Protag's case, his trash can is so fucked up, right? It's got like remnant data of ORT. It's got remnant data from fucking Gotair. It's got remnant data of you name it. It's fucking in this box. And at the same time, well, actually, that's gonna be spoilers, so I'm not gonna talk. That's Omega spoilers, so I'm not gonna talk about it. It now explains why the trash bin didn't exist anywhere. It now makes sense of why Carudeus and Carudea and like the entire fucking ordeal, we didn't have a trash bin. just because of the end of season 2 that kind of just gets revealed. It's a PTSD in a can. That is correct. Everybody has a PTSD in a can, and every PTSD you experience, it goes in the can. And you know, the creatures get a little quirky if you keep those can unmanaged. Simultaneously, whatchamacallit? If you've noticed, right? If you actually noticed, fun fact, you would see your boy, aka Dante, right? You would kind of see Dante struggle, and it's a really cool indicator if you guys actually have him and actually follow him. If you do his quest, you'll like clearly know that slowly but surely your character is like getting weakened, right? Like notice the Black Flames Remnant is level 90 MP2. Dante is level 80 MP2. And then like little by little, the Great One, the End of Lamentation, the Malevolent God. Little by little, you've started to notice that like he's weakening. I don't know if I can explain that well, but like understand that the Remnant got stronger in the like as you go along the arrows. The conversation goes, the Black Flames Remnant is getting stronger than himself, because notice that he is a level 80 MP2 888, while the Black Flames Remnant is a level 90 MP2 101010. And it says the end of Dream or the end of Love and Hate, because we just technically finished End of Love and Hate. And End of Love and Hate, we have kind of Abby going through the trial with Dante's clearing the trash bin of the malevolent god Shadow, which is Ibuki Doji divine form, right? And then and then you've got the other one. You got the other one, which is the Great One, the End of Lamentation, which is your boy Shadowed Sursano, right? Because these two were slowly creeping up in the Protag's trash bin. And in order to keep that down, both Dante's and Abigail had to work together with the help of the Black Flames Remnant. Hello, Dark Gaming. Salutations. I hope you're doing well. Is that a bad place in Tower of God? Sometimes bad shit you throw in there can come back. Something like that. Yeah, I've noticed it when I did his interlude. Haven't finished it yet. It is a hard quest. Don't get it twisted. It is one of the more harder ones just because you do have like multiple break bars to work with and you only have these guys. And then your player own NPC support Edmund Dante is fixed at the first starting position with the NPC Black Remnant must be in the party. Up to 1 or more friend support, 3 or more of your friends can be added. And then you got Abby's support, right? Gives all Edmund Dante quick up, crit damage, and quick cards 3 turns, charge the MP by 50. The Great One End of Lamentation gimmick, blah blah blah. Then you got the Abigail's, and then also every 5 turns, suffer God's pressure, inflicts damage, chill seal. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. At the same time, there is a dialogue that's specifically for Abigail. I think in Ascension 3. Is it Ascension 3? Nope. What about Costume 1? Abe Faria, the mentor. 俺以外のアベンジャーと見解しているか。俺は人の差が生かし、奴は人の差が笑う。なるほど、人間とは分からぬもん。I guess they do not have it. Maybe he has one for Count. Maybe that count as the dialogue for Abby. All the Avengers, casters, Nightingale. There we go. It says, yeah, Abigail, little girl, do you understand? Right, that's it. That's all she has. That's all he has to say to her. It says, Abigail, little one, right, aka little girl, do you understand? And this, you know, it becomes important very soon, right? And once Ordeal Call 2 is done, you will all understand why. I'm just making sure that Ascension 2, Ascension 3, they both, I can't remember. Okay. I'm just making sure that the each Ascensions did not have interactions. Right, characters mentioned. Abigail. Abigail Santa mentions Monte Cristo saying, Uncle King of Cavern, for some reason, I can't think of him as a total stranger. Also, I feel he stares at me sometimes. And then you got... Edmond Dantes. With Edmond Dantes. What the Sigma? Yeah, we go to Edmond Dantes and go characters mentioned. Avenger class, remains of the spirit origin. My body sooner or later will come there. And then. I'm just making sure that the servants mentioned did not have more Abigail interaction. Because low-key, the best I can go is just go click Abigail's and go character mention. Because she has a... She has a mention that says, yeah, to her, Abigail, little girl, do you understand? It says, yeah, even though we're on the same foreigner class, I'm a bit different. What is that? Is there something foreigner? Huh? It says, yeah, it is a whatchamacallit. So, like, another dialogue that's interesting is Cuckoo. It says, I'm not surprised that there are other visitors from beyond. Actually, there are both inner and outer foreigners. The threat from the outer one is another strange tale Kadadea created, I think. Abby, her faith is pure and unadulterated, and that is why people use her for their own benefit. I guess that's not unusual no matter the era. There's just one thing I don't know. What does she want? Is she trying to protect her innocence, devotions, or is she trying to resist tarnished and malice? Oh. It says, Foreigner Abby, we're both the same person. So if we trade outfits, Master won't be able to tell the difference and might be troubled. Teehee. Oh, Master, can you tell us apart easily? Is that so? Then which Abby am I? Giggle, giggle. If you guess wrong, you might get a small punishment from the both of us. This is the third Ascension Summer, Abigail. And then you got the second Ascension Summer, Abigail, stating that maybe me, who has an earnest heart but continues to have doubts, is stronger than me, who gained wisdom to more enlightened. As your servant, I just hope I haven't gotten weaker, Master. And then you've got the youngest saying that there are times when the other me is unpleasant and I can't look at her. That's the real self-loathing. And I suppose there isn't a better way to reflect on myself than this. But I guess I'm still yeah, Miss Abby. Yes, she taught me a lot about Cardea. You're asking if she's acting like a bossy sister-in-law. Not at all. She's endearing. Her golden hair and blue eyes remind me of a Persian maidservant who served me when I was in the inner palace. The girl also brazen like Abby, and she would never mince her words. She often ridiculed and kicked me around, calling me chubby though. It says, yeah, there's appears to be a visitor from a different universe that didn't exist in the origin universe. They seem harmless, but I'll be sure to send them back to where they came from if they cause any trouble. And that's from Space Ishtar, stating that foreigners do not exist in the origin universe. It says, I'm detecting an evil god. Be careful, Masta. It appears to me there's something here that threatens the whole world, but I don't really sense a strong saber reaction. Guess it doesn't matter. It says, my Yagi senses are tingling. It seems that like Abigail and I are similar when it comes to our history and how we came about. We both even have tentacles, but our disposition couldn't be more different. BB is bubbly and very out front about being cute and little devil, while I see that girl is an immoral little devil who hides her corruption. I says, I'm not the only foreigner. A golden-haired Western girl called Abigail. She's awful jittery, boy. She's all over the place. Don't be blabbling and draw manga, you say. It's a pain, but Lord Master insists. I have no choice. I won't cut my rates by a single cent because I'm up against a Western. Nah, Didi. Do you see that kid hiding over there? Yeah, the girl with a ton of ribbons and stuffed animals. She probably wants to play with us, so let's chase her. You're saying that we shouldn't be carrying a knife around, but it looks like she's carrying something too. Oh well. And this should be OG Abigail. Yeah. This is OG Abigail mentioned. What about Summer Abigail mentioned?アビゲイルどもの日常のものでございます。マスターとは全く違う、とても陰湿で、しかし大きなもの。彼女はまた多くの姿を持つアーマンと、しかし、個体の心や形からとどまるところで、療養しなう技術をされている。フォーリナークラスとは私のような異なる時空の実ばかりではなかったのですね。余震の手先、なんでしょう、それは。関心を血の流れる生き物であれば、じゃあ死んだって食べてみましょう。 So there are entities inverting from deep space. No, it's more like this is the extent of their interface given their constraint. I'm similar in that regard, so I won't get in their way. Bad routes are part of the exploration after all. However, if they manifestate here, I'll confront them directly. I'll plunge them into the darkened sky.これはパーフェクト工程であるあらゆるのこと。卵をしめが的で大人に成長しているわけではないぞ。子供たちが、うことを自分じゃない。かなりやつは楽しいんだね、あの時。やっぱりそうじゃなきゃ行くよ、全力で。私は子供じゃないんだから、ちびこと遊んだりしないぞ。遊んであげたんだぞ。なんか可愛いのにフグレね。中心、これ可愛いからいいじゃん。つって。アビゲイルドの拙者に何か夢の話、マスターの、拙者、得意ではない幼少を知ったその、はい、おじさまからのこと受けとかたようです。What? Oh my god, oh god. Ah! How does yo, how does one fucking adjust the volume in this shit? What the fuck? The hell? Who did this? By the way, Summer Abigail Valentine is something? Yeah, because you're dealing with 3 Abigails, so yeah, it's it gets a little wacky. Yeah. Doesn't exist. Harmless. Yeah, so there's not a lot of difference. Yeah, こんなにも近い霊気なのね。とってもいいことを思いつきましたわ。でもないの。マスター早くお休みの時間にないかな。It says, yeah, our kind is the same. I just thought of something splendid. Never mind, Master. I hope we get another break time soon. But yeah, I mean, like I stated before, most likely we're gonna get to talk about Dreamland. I'm excited for it. If it's not a Dreamland, the reason why I also say Dreamland is because Dreamland has 7 big chapters, right? So you got the north, the south, the east. You got the north, the east, the west, the south, the underworld, the Kadeth, which is the entire world, and then the moon, right? So this entire like setup of Dreamland can get split into 7 different chapters. Like it's just that simple. It really is. If done correctly, you would probably see an entire season of Dreamland, if not more. But also the problem too is a lot of people have forgotten about Lapis. A lot of people have forgotten about Lapras. And I genuinely think we will have a re-mention of Lapras. And Lapras is a very important devil, quote unquote, character that we kind of have to talk about. That will probably get notified later in FGO.